Hi Wifeys, welcome back to another episode of Confessions of Wifey. Today is going to be an interesting one. We have my good friend here, Sam.
Hello.
We'll be talking about party planning, events, ooh la la. So stay tuned. Sam, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
I know.
I'm so excited to chat.
I know. We literally just met in Instagram.
Yep.
That's basically where now our generation meets.
Yep.
Like, it's not like walking down the street. It's just like literally I slip in.
I don't meet anyone in real life anymore. just through Instagram and DM.
And one thing you don't do, which I don't do either, is actually put out what you do as a career.
Yeah. I try to keep it a little bit hush-hush.
Yeah, me too. I mean, everybody asks me what I do, and I never say until like you ask me personally.
100%.
But it's good to keep that balance of like your work and your your fun Instagram posts. Tell our wifeys a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Sam, as you had mentioned, or Sam Chin, and I'm an event manager. So I work on a team of really amazing women, and we oversee events for a restaurant group in the city.
Ooh, and they're so pretty too.
They're very pretty, the food's amazing, and it's a really fun job for sure.
How did you start in that area of a career? Like, what made you like, okay, I'm gonna do event planning? I had my moment of like that too.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of fell into events specifically, but I've been in hospitality for like all of my adult life, essentially. So when I was in school, I took jobs as like a hostess at a restaurant to kind of just make extra money, and I fell in love with the industry. So I was working in restaurants throughout school, and then once I graduated, I kind of was still working in restaurants, but I started working in PR and marketing as well. And then eventually I found a role that encompassed both. So it was restaurant marketing and PR. And I was working like side jobs in nightlife as well at that time. And eventually I found my way out of marketing when a friend of mine gave me the opportunity and asked if I wanted to like transition into events, and I took it. And I've been in events ever since.
You are actually in the scene of like creating a restaurant from like the beginning to the end and getting all those details.
Yeah, I've been like around for a lot of restaurant openings, and it's been a really very cool process to watch. From an event standpoint, it's interesting to see the interest in the events that we receive whenever a new restaurant opens. But it's great. It's a really, as you know, it's a fun experience, especially when it is weddings and stuff like that, social events. They're very like fulfilling to work on.
So the workplace, what inspires you mostly on a daily?
I think that daily I very much have a desire to like learn and grow and be the best version of myself that I can be. And I'm fortunate enough to work with a lot of creative, intelligent people that kind of keep me going and keep me on my feet. Some of the events that we do work on, especially the social ones that are like built around like milestones, like weddings, rehearsal dinners, even birthdays, I think that it's important to remember that like hospitality is very much like a people business. Yeah. So having your hand in someone's like wedding, it's like their most important day of their life, right?
You're going to be part of it forever.
Exactly, and you're part of that day for them and those memories, so that's super inspiring as well. It's really important.
When you meet these very important, I would say legends basically that have created created restaurants or been in the business for so many years, what is like the first thing that you wish you could just ask them?
I want to ask them what keeps them going for so long, because the restaurant industry is such a difficult industry to break into and to stay successful in. It's like impossible. It's especially in New York. Yeah. Like there's a million restaurants, and also with like rent, it's crazy. So restaurants come and go a lot, especially lately. So for anyone that's been in the industry for a long time, I'm always curious to see like how they've done that for so long.
What are your best 3 restaurants in New York City that you will like recommend immediately to people?
Immediately,
have that New York culture.
Immediately at the top of like my mind is Veronica, which it's
gorgeous,
so pretty. It's the most beautiful restaurant.
That place, is
it's
beautiful.
Stunning. Yeah.
Like the
it's
bar
incredible.
itself is like art.
Like just the bar is beautiful, but then you walk in and like it's just the most incredible setting, and the food is equally as beautiful and it's equally as good.
Like art.
It is, and it's in Fotografiska, which is a photography museum. Another favorite of mine is Namwa, which is in Chinatown. It's the oldest dim sum restaurant in New York. Yeah, and I think it's like 100 years old. So what we were saying before about like longevity in the industry, I think like Veronica is brand new. It's on the newer end, but a place like Namwa is very special to like the neighborhood, and it's like like a century old, which is crazy.
Oh, I think we should go there.
It's so good. My third one, I think Leigh Cuckoo is really also incredibly stunning. That is in the 11 Howard Hotel, so it's in like the Soho area. It's designed by the same firm that designed Veronica, so it's Roman and Williams, and it's just like the kind of place you go for a special occasion. It's not like an everyday restaurant, but it's the same thing when you walk in. It's just a stunning place, and then the service, of course, is like exceptional. And I love that too. Yeah, take notes. Or let me know if you have questions. Yeah.
What would you say are some of the challenges you face sometimes working in the event planning industry?
I think when you're dealing with like a lot of different venues, learning how to manage expectations and also how to handle like different personalities, because there are so many personalities that you deal with on a daily basis, as you know, and demands. Yep, absolutely. And it can feel like you're getting like pulled in a million different directions, and you're trying to make this person happy and that person happy. So I think learning how to be patient is really important.
What advice will you give to one of our wifeys that want to get into event planning? How to conquer that feel?
Sure. So I think, speaking from like my own experience, to me the most valuable advice I could give someone that wants to break into like restaurant events is to work in restaurants and like work your way up.
Start from the bottom,
and it really helps you understand what's possible and what's not from like an event perspective, right?
You've been in the industry for how long?
Like 13 years maybe.
13 years.
Yeah.
What you get out of your comfort zone and explore another career path? Like, what's next for you?
I think that eventually, I do think I'll be in hospitality in some form, probably for the rest of my life. I don't know that it'll be in events. So I think down the line, I would love to open my own place. Either a restaurant, maybe a bar, and I have like the concepts all up here. So it's all about execution when the time is right. But I would love to open my own place. I'm also really interested in like learning more, and I don't know how this would parlay into a career situation, but personally I would love to learn more about like immigrant communities and how looking at them through like a food lens, and how food and like restaurants affect those communities and how they are part of those communities.
Kind of like a food show.
Yeah, exactly.
So for it.
Because I think like, and also for more people to understand more about different immigrant communities especially, and like food is a central thing that's very universal to everyone, right?
It connects us.
Absolutely, and that connects all of us.
Even like a mean person or a bad person, when you
they're
talk
still
about
gonna
food,
eat.
Like, connecting, you're like, I'm connecting with you.
Right. Like everyone has that, you know, like everyone has that. So I think uniting people through a food lens and just exposing people to more just knowledge and culture that they wouldn't normally be exposed to. I want to get into that somehow. Like, I'll figure it out, but eventually.
What would you say? What type of wifey are you?
I think I'm a hospitality wifey. It's just like, it's an overarching.
That's a little part.
Yeah, you know, and like one of my passions is just making people happy and entertaining people and like creating experiences for them. And hospitality encompasses all of that, you know?
What advice would you give your younger self?
I would tell my younger self to stop comparing like my progress to that of other people's, you know? Like, I don't think that it makes sense to like compare your timeline and progress to someone else's, because everyone's on their own path and the timing is so different for everyone. And stop putting value into like what other people think of you, and like stop trying to make yourself feel like you're not good enough at that point, you know? Because what you've done to this point is what you've done, and you can be better. You can always get better and learn more and do better. But you shouldn't be so down on yourself for like where you are right now.
You don't value the rare that you
exactly.
are. Everybody's so rare
and so special. Exactly. But
you guys, you heard that. Don't compare yourself.
Yeah, stop it.
Value you.
Stop comparing.
Stop comparing, okay?
It's not useful.
No. Sam, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I had so much fun.
Being a wifey for
I had so much fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
And you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this beautiful interview.
I hope so.
With Sam Ching.
Yes.
And hope to see you guys for the next episode. So, ciao.
Bye.
That was all.
That was so easy. Oh my gosh. That was like great.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yes. I hope it like turned out good, but I loved it.